Quizlet is a digital flashcard system with a great difference and really exciting to use, really simple to set up. So first of all, we're going to log in. You sign up with your Google account, and then once you've done that, logging in is a cinch, and you're presented with your dashboard. Now we've got a choice. We can search for created cards, or we can browse for them, or we can create. So I'm just going to show you how to create a set of flashcards. First of all, we're going to give the set of flashcards a title. So in this case, I'm going for human anatomy. We could add a description, and we can also import our terms from Word, Excel, Google Docs, etc. So I can add an annotated diagram, and this is quite an exciting feature of Quizlet. All I have to do is upload the image that I want my learners to see on their laptop or tablet, and then all I have to do now is I can add a point for each part of the body. So for example, here I've got a point there. It asks me for the text. I add the text and just add the part of the body there. I've got a kidney here, so I can add that. There's the old stomach, and so on. You get the idea. So the thing is that my learners can start off by looking at this image, clicking on each term, and it will tell them what it is. And from then on, each part of the body is now put into my flashcards. Now, with the heart, I can enter a definition, or I can type my own definition, and I can also add an image if I want to. And Quizlet will search for copyright-free images that I can use. So here what I'm doing is I'm trying to tell my students what each part of the body does, and also give them another close-up image for them to look at. I'm going to add a few more. So we've got the lungs here. So I'm going to put that in as well. And this is great. So we've got all the parts there. We've got all the parts of the body there. And now that I've put in 6 terms, I'm going to create my set of flashcards for my learners. And once I have saved my set of flashcards, I'm able to share them with my learners, whether it's on Classroom, or I could send them a link via email if I wanted to. But to be honest, I think sharing on Classroom is a lot easier, and all you have to do is click on the Google Classroom, and your classes will show up. Choose the class that you want to share to, and set it as an assignment. I'm not setting any points at the moment, but we're going to be using some of the learning tools that are available on Quizlet. I'm going to set a due date, and I'm going to set a topic. Now, in this case, what I tend to do is I create topics depending on the week in which I issue the lesson. So I'm going to be issuing it next week on the 8th. And I've given them a due date, so they've got a week to learn all the parts of the human body, all 6 parts of the human body. And there you go. I've now posted the Quizlet flashcard set to my students. Now, I wanted to show you the different tasks that the students can try. So, for example, they've got flashcards, and this is your basic flashcard set. So they'll be shown the part of the body, click on the card, and they'll see the image a lot clearer, and then they click to flip it. Go to the next one, click to flip it. Any images, all they've got to do is click on the image and it brings it right up. And this works on their phones as well. I can shuffle the cards or I can play, and it will just show me each card at a time. Now the other ones are things like write. So the student is encouraged to type the term. So they have a look, and here the term has been highlighted, this part of the body here, and I have to type in what it's called. If I get it wrong, it will correct it for me. And then over to the left, as you can see, it tells me how many terms are remaining, how many I got incorrect, and how many I got correct. The next one, spell, is the same thing. The word is pronounced, and I have to type in the spelling of the word. And then there's a variety of tests that I can do for myself. So here, the definition is given to me, and I have to type the words. I've got a multiple choice questions to choose from, and then I can check my answers. So there's lots of different ways in which the learner can engage with the material that you've produced. If I wanted to, I can use the search function to search for materials that other members of staff have created, so other teachers have created. And as you can see, there's 9 sets there. All different things. If I find a card deck that I like, all I've got to do now is to customize it, and I'll be able to use it with my own class. I can change the terms, reuse the definitions, for example, or put in new images if I want to. So Quizlet is a really innovative way of teaching new vocabulary or revising vocabulary. There are also different games that learners can play, and there's also a group learning game, which is really interesting. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate it because I don't have any demo students to play the game with me. You'll just have to take my word for it. I hope you try Quizlet in your classes. Any questions, do give me an email. Any questions, do send me an email, t.doncaster@wlc.ac.uk.